Why we plateau? A question that many individuals ask. And the answer really is it comes down to how you're hitting your muscle. In other words, relative overload, progressive overload. Are you really increasing the amount of weight that you're putting on that muscle, or are you just hitting it the same workout every single time? Because our bodies are meant to adapt, right? So basically, it just adapts to the same stimulant that you're giving it, the same weight, right? If you're gonna do that simultaneously all the time, really you're not gonna get any growth of your muscle. As well, understanding the anatomy. If you understand anatomy, then you understand how to hit the muscle differently. You also understand the different strains of heads that the muscle has as compared to a bicep, right? If you look at the bicep, there's the short head, there's the long head. Are you simply just targeting it this way with a bicep curl, or you're also hitting it with the hammer curl? Same with your tricep. You got your lateral head, your medial head, and your long head. Are you just going directly down, or are you getting some overhead action so that you can also hit the long head, which is actually connected right underneath your shoulder blade in your back? So it's kind of understanding that. Once you start understanding that and you start understanding progressive overload, then you can start making those leaps again. And a lot of a lot of good trainers will have it set up that way, so that you're increasing the weight, whether it's depending on the body, how the body reacts. If you're hitting a weight and it's still hard and you're still getting sore the next day, stick to it. But then you got to make some improvements. There's different ways, whether you're increasing the volume depending on what your focus is, or either you want to hit more weight, so you're dropping the amount of volume that you're hitting, but you're increasing the amount of weight. You're increasing the amount of weight that you're lifting. So basically, where we plateau, we can address a lot of these issues depending on what you want to focus on in your body, and at the same time functionally, what you want to get, what output you want to give, whether it's endurance, whether it's short distance, or whether it's just being a better individual. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Health. It's about then sometimes it does get a little bit more detailed in terms of performance. But why we plateau, as you can see on the website and on the ebook that I recently just wrote, it addresses these things, and at the same time it creates it provides templates that you can use, and to implement the workouts that you already have. We're not saying that there's just one magic workout that everybody should be doing to get those gains. No, I'm completely against that in the industry. I do think there are some ways that you can use the workout that you currently have right now and make some changes by implementing some of these tricks. They're not even really tricks, they're just people who really understand anatomy and who have done it. Like I've had the joy to learn it throughout the years, can kind of really help you towards doing what you already do, but changing it with key angles and key sets, whether you're really holding an isometric contraction and going slowly. Time and tempo is very, very important. And whether you're just doing a regular bicep curl versus you holding it and releasing it, those are all things that can stimulate the muscles differently. So we got a lot of stuff that you can check out. If this interests you and you think that it should really, if you really want to overcome that plateau, there's a lot more content that I provide, which includes my ebook, a lot of templates that you can find on RubenKanyaFitness.com, and the ebook, which will be available on Amazon.com. Okay, feel free to tune back in. Always a pleasure. Thanks for tuning back to the Ruben Fit Kanya YouTube channel. We'll check you guys out later.